Hi everyone, how are you? I am just readjusting, so bear with me. You might see fingers in the way. Trying to get centered now. So hello and welcome. This is our final week number 12 of our 90-day boot camp scrapbooking. It has been phenomenal, and I'm sure you've been really impressed with everybody's page layouts. Now, obviously, this isn't my layout that we're creating tonight, but if you are not familiar with Stampin' Up's newest collections in scrapbooking, I thought I'd share them with you. I'm going to share with you the Celebration Together. It's called Celebrate Together. And all of the kits come with this phenomenal workshop. It gives you all your cutting guides. It tells you any additional materials that you may need. It tells you your photos that you need to gather. And then it gives you a really clear detail on all your cutting guides. And then your easy to follow assembly instructions. So why I wanted to share this with you is that I created it, and I do this with most of our scrapbook workshops. So I thought I'd share with you these beautiful layouts that come with this collection, right? So much detail. They provide you stickers and die cuts to coordinate. And then what I'm really impressed with is the product that is left over. So look how fun these pages are. They were fun, easy to put together. Love how bright this one is. I mean, literally, they give you the photo mats, everything to put together, the cardstock. And then I took everything that was left over, and I do this with the majority of the workshops. When there is product left over, I end up creating additional page layouts with the product and the paper that's left over. Why let it go to waste? So on here, I'm not done. I literally just finished this, but I'm not done quite putting all the detail on here. But this was all the product that was still left in the kit to create this fun page layout. And then, actually, I'm not going to pull it all out for you, but I literally have enough to do at least one, maybe two additional layouts in here with everything that's left over. So it's fun, easy to put together. If you're looking for guidance like we provided you with our assembly guides, I sincerely encourage you to go ahead and purchase our workshops. So tonight we are going to create this page layout. Fun, simple, easy. Hi Lucy, how are you? All the way from the UK. It's midnight there. You definitely are a night owl. That would not be me. I see we have some others that are joining and watching, so please say hello. But we're going to create this, and I have pre-cut everything to put this together quickly. We're going to do some stamping. We're going to do some embossing on these page layouts as well. So we're going to create this page first. And I'm going to pull all my product out. So we're going to be using our little rubber stickers here. Love them. We are going to need, I think this is going to go with this page layout. And honestly, once you've pre-cut, if you followed along with the assembly guide that I provided, please feel free to craft along with me. We're just going to put these quick pages together. We're going to do some embossing. And before I actually start laying it out, I like to do all the stamping that I need to get done first. And we're going to do some embossing here as well. So I'm going to pull these aside so you guys can see me. So the first thing is we're taking the little heart from our tags to go, and we're going to add that in our locator there. Weren't these fun to watch and see how everybody created them so differently? Hardly anybody took an actual travel layout with the product that we used. I love how everybody put so much diversity. Rhonda, Ange, and Chris did such a great job. So we're going to just stamp this right in the center here. I'm using our Shy Shamrock. And I believe that is all for inking. Now we're going to do some embossing. And we are going to be using the sentiment, "You're going places." Let's see if I can get this straight. As you can see, I really have used this quite a bit. Here we go. I need to grab my Versamark. Which I always think I have everything that I need. And of course, I forget one thing, two things. We're going to take our block here. And we are going to stamp this up. I'm going to try not to get my head in the way, guys. But this is very hard to do when I want it to be as straight across as possible. And we're just going to do a continuous stamp. You are going places. Oops. Trying to get this straight. It's not straight, but okay. And we have this going across on the other strip, so I'm going to stamp this up as well. Might as well do them both at the same time. This is going to go on the second page. And I'm just leaving a little bit of a space in between because we're going to put some of those fun stickers. And what I should have done is used my embossing buddy, which I have right here. And this provides you to get less static when you are embossing. Okay. Now we're going to put some white embossing powder on here, and then we're going to heat it up. So I just use these little containers from the Dollar Tree to keep all my embossing powder in. Powder lasts forever. And when it's a big amount that I am embossing, I literally will use a coffee filter to ensure it all gets back in the container. So we're going to do some fixing up there. I can't believe I just set that on top of the other one. See how we have some smudges there? If I had used my embossing powder, buddy, they would have been more minimal. And one more section. Okay. So they're not that crooked, but we are gonna use a little brush. I just take any paintbrush and I am going to brush this excess off. I grabbed a bigger one, a wider one, only because I had a lot. I usually don't have this much excess on here. And it looks like some of it did not cover, so we're going to do that. Give it a nice little blow. Take all the excess loose stuff that I'm wiping off. All right, and we'll go to our next one. And I felt that this one, when I stamped this, was actually going to, because I tilted the stamp as I was putting it down. So always a little trick to the trade. Sorry guys, I'm just a little bit of a perfectionist here. Oh, Midge, I'm glad that you joined in watching. You can watch my bloopers just like I do on making my cards as well. Okay. I'm going to close this up to make sure that I don't have my embossing powder blowing all over the place. So we're going to take our heat gun. And I have owned many, many heat guns. And I have to tell you, this is my favorite heat gun. I actually used to use my husband's tool heat gun. It's seriously heavy-duty heat gun. But you're going to see it emboss, and it's going to get brighter in color. And once the gun is warm, it really heats everything up very quickly. You guys can see the magic happening. I just love the way the black and white contrast. And if you've never embossed before, you just need to make sure that you're keeping your heat gun in a rotating motion, you don't want to burn the embossing powder, and it does burn. All right, I think we got it done. Hi, Diane, how are you? Okay, so we're gonna need one of these. I'm gonna move one aside because we'll bring that later. And we are going to just start mounting and prepping the page. So again, this is our tags along paper. I love that it is very versatile with your patterns on one side and your, well, I would call this more of my icon paper on the other side. I'm just going to line that up. And we're going to take our, this is peach, I think, peach pie. And I'm going to line this up to go about a half an inch. I would probably say more than, it's about 1 1/4 of an inch from the bottom. And here, we're going to take this, and I'm hoping I do. My white, I probably shouldn't have stamped this first, but I do need to go down this way. I'm just going to trim off the top and get that white core showing. And what do you guys think about all our new two-toned cardstock? It's all white cord base, by the way. So you can do this with any of our two-tone cardstock. And it is easier to create this white bordered look when you are tearing it towards you. So we're going to apply this. Right towards the bottom here. We're going to leave about 1/4 of an inch space. And then we are going to add our photo mats. So here we've cut a 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. And then I have my 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. I'm sorry, 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And then I have my 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm glad I messed that up because we are going to be covering that up. So we're just going to add this on. And then we will set out to embellish. Now this I'm leaving about 3/4 of an inch from the top. I'm leaving about 1/2 inch in between here. And then I'm going down here, but I'm not going to press this down. I want to make sure that I have enough space in here for my journaling page. And I want to line that up with the top of here, and see, this is just going to go down a little bit more. And we'll leave about 1/4 of an inch from that side. And there you go. Now, I know everybody else, or not everybody, mostly everybody has pictures that they have prepped. I'm the worst at doing that. I create my pages and then go through my pictures after and figure out what's the best. What do you guys do? Do you design with pictures or without? Tell me I'm not the only one. All right, so now we're going to do some embellishing here. We're going to pull out some of our rubber stickers. And I'm just going to randomly put these cute little arrows right here in between. And then I'm taking these other fun, these are more like locator arrows, and I'm just highlighting. This is where I would be bullet pointing out highlights of my layout. So just random colors. And one more. And because our title of this page is for our You're a Superstar, then I'm just going to take some fun stars and randomly place them around. And I have to open up my other package. So if you are liking these are the on-the-go puffy stickers. So we're going to take, we got that one, take a red one, and let's go with our orange one. Okay, so we have our page 1 done. Very fun, very easy. We're going to put this aside, and I'm going to grab our product for page 2. Now we've already done all the embossing that we needed on here. We're just going to, again, create that white little edge look all the way down. So keep in mind, I created this page, these pages, more than 12 weeks ago. So this is all coming back to me. See if I have any comments I can answer. Oh, Lucy, I'm so with you on that. I'm definitely not a perfect crafter. And especially when I go live. Like, I can be home working on something, I'm like, wow, that went really smooth. And then go to duplicate it live. Never. Okay. So our next page is we're taking the balance of the map icon sheet. This is what I call it. And we're going to add this to the left side of our base page. And we'll add our pumpkin pie strip. I have no clue what that is, but it's going on the back. Aren't we lucky that paper is two-sided? And the one thing I do want to make sure is I bring over my other sheet here, and I want to make sure that I'm lining this up. Now, if I had a Versamat, I would be measuring exactly the exact inch that I had here, and obviously I don't have that with me. Or if I had my glass mat. So I have been teaching children from 6 years old to 11 years old this week. We've got a paper crafting camp. So a lot of my supplies are at that camp. Tomorrow's my last day. They had a blast. Today we created a mini memory book for them. They absolutely loved it. They had so much fun. I helped them design the first few pages, and they went crazy on the rest. Okay, so before I put my title on, I do want to get my photo mats lined up first. We are going to take this, was from one of the die cut sheets, the one that has the street map on the back, and I cut this out, and we are going to wrap some of the twine, the coordinating twine that comes with this kit. And I think it's on the go. This is part of our BOGO sale too, guys. If you're not familiar with the BOGO sale, it's buy one, get one half price. So, perfect time. So I'm going to take an adhesive and line it. I think I am. There we go. Just put a little bit of adhesive here. And I'm just going to actually start twirling and twining evenly, just to create a nice little accent. And I'm not worried about it being straight like here. I mean, it wasn't my intent at all. You don't want to wrap it too tight, because then your paper will curl. I'm just going to go one more time. I'm going to go right around here. All right, add a little bit more adhesive. And then we can, whoops. And then we can trim that right off. Perfect, and that's going to go somewhere right around there. All right, so now we can start placing our mats on here. We've got this is for a 3x4 photo. We are going to come up just about, I would probably say it's 3/8 of an inch, and we're going to come down about 1 inch. We're going to take our 3x4 photo, but we're going to put it horizontal. I do not know. I've never had this happen with my seal. And that's going to come down Just gonna line it up even with this side of the photo mat. And we are gonna take some dimensionals and pop our little 2x2s up. So I'm going to be putting them, because I don't want them to interfere, and I want to be able to get my photo, so without it interfering with any of the foam dots. So we're just going to, yep, perfect. Line that up here. I'm going to need to put more dimensionals on here. This does not look like it's the right size. Should be a 2x2. And I obviously did not cut that as a 2x2. Should actually be cut as a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. So I think if I can, we are going to be able to rectify this. Because these two are 2x2. So we're just going to balance it out. Just going to do a little bit of an overlap. Balance that out here. And then this will go very nicely right down here. Although your instructions do say that this is a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. I'm going to put another dimensional right on the bottom here. And now we can take our journaling and hear that. That's going to go lined up right here. And then before we put our embellishments on, we're going to put our letters. Now I pre-cut these, and I cut these on our adhesive paper, two-sided adhesive paper. I love it, especially when you're working with small projects, items, and letters. And what I love about it is they come off so easily. So, gotta get this spelled out. Find my Y. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to draw a nice line here very lightly with my pencil just to make sure that I get it straight. So we want my Y to start a little up on top there. So we're going to line that up, and I'm going to slightly draw a line, and then we can erase it. And when I don't have my glass mat with me, I just make sure that my two ends of my ruler, because it's a 12-inch ruler, are fitting perfectly lined up straight. Perfect. Now we're just going to adhere some of our letters. See how easy this comes off? Love it. I'm going to try to keep my head out of it. camera. I'll do my best. I don't even think I'm going to need my tweezers, but I'll keep them nearby. I wonder if I'm going to be able to find the apostrophe in this little pile of letters. But we're going to move past that because we can easily stick that right on. So this is our last week, believe it or not. I guess they save the best for last, is that what they say? But if you've enjoyed it, give me some love, show me some hearts, give us some thumbs up. Love to be able to do this again with you guys. All right, now we just got to spell out superstar, and hopefully we can find our little apostrophe. Here's one of my S's. And this alphabet set is called Alphabet a la Mode. I think the majority of us used it. I also used the mini set on one of mine, the mini alphabet. I love the slimline of this Alphabet a la Mode because you can get really long words on a page. We could have probably brought this down just a little bit, but it's going to work fine. Can I move the page up a little? And Lucy's saying, I think the apostrophe might still be in the plastic bag. I will double. Oh, you're right, Lucy. It is. Good catch on that. And that plastic bag isn't even showing much. And my E. I remember when I was creating my page, after I was showing my husband, he's trying to tell me I spelled superstar wrong. Funny boy. And I have done that. I have created pages, and after I had everything adhered down, realized I did spell something wrong. I'm gonna try to relift that. That's good. Okay, so we have the T, I have the A, I have the exclamation point. Lucy found the apostrophe for me. And we just need to, well, I hope I didn't lose it just now. Clear out some of these letters here. I'm looking for one more R. Here it is. And now I'm going to have to look for that apostrophe. Lucy, if you see it, let me know. You think it's still in the plastic? Oh, it's on the plastic bag. Gosh, you have an eagle eye. Good job. Thank you. That apostrophe just did not want to come along with me. But see how easy this adhesive is coming off the back of these letters? It makes the job so much easier. Even off this little exclamation point. Now I did intentionally not save the dot on here from the die cut set because we're going to put an embellishment there. And we're going to put our apostrophe. And he's so little. There we go. We're going to put it right there. And now we get to put some embellishments on. So we're going to take some more of our puffy stickers and add some additional stars everywhere. Go to my second page here. We can go with, oh, we already got orange. Do we? We already have yellow on there, so let's go with orange. And we're going to go with the strawberry slush with our yellow one. Actually, I just said we have the yellow one. Let's go with the blue one. All right, and we just need one of our little postage stamps. I'm going to put that right here. And, well, before I would put that there, I would actually draw some journal lines here. A lot of times I don't add a journal lines. I'll print something from my printer and put that in and type it in right there. And then we need our little arrows right here. And there is page 2. I'm going to show you what I use for my eraser. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of him. I got him on Amazon. Mr. Pen eraser. This eraser gets everything off. Even sometimes when I get ink on my page, if I get to it really quick, I can erase the ink off as well. I love this. Leaves no marks, no smudges. Gets in the smallest areas. Perfect. So now we have our second page. And that's all I have, guys. It's been a pleasure crafting with you these last few weeks. I watched almost every week, except when I was away. But let me pull both sheets together again. I'm going to share the pages that I have my photo mats on. This will be uploaded to YouTube. And you can follow me on my YouTube channel. It's called Craft with Ro. I've had so much with you guys. If I missed any of your questions or your comments, I promise I'll be getting back online to obviously respond to you, because I so appreciate you jumped on and watching with me. So thank you guys so much. Happy scrapping, and keep those memories going. Bye.